Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a good week so far. It's 10 p.m. at night, I don't have to work in the morning, I got my glass of whiskey, so you know what that means. Time for a new Sonic Tales. This one is going to be about Sonic's presence at Epcot here in Orlando, Florida at Disney World. So, to go back a little while, Sega has actually worked with Disney for a long time now, making toys and plushes for them. Plushes featuring Disney characters, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, etc. So, as far as Sonic, my first memory of Sonic with Disney was back in 1998. I was at Epcot on a school field trip, and they have this area called Innovations. And the theme of the area is futuristic technology, or the latest technology that's come out, both of them. So I walk in and I see this giant Sonic statue holding a gold ring. I mean, this thing was huge. And the funny thing is, he was standing on top of a barrel from Carnival Night Zone. You know what I'm talking about, the barrel that annoyed the hell out of all of us who played Sonic 3. And I just thought that was so funny because it's like they knew, they knew what they did with that barrel. Why else would they have chosen that to put him on? So I walk over to this area and there's all these kiosks set up. Sega Saturn kiosk, Sega Dreamcast kiosk, and this was 1998. Dreamcast was not out here yet. So I about flipped out. And I ran over, and the first kiosk I played was actually Sonic R on the Sega Saturn. I was on it for about 45 minutes, and I think I actually beat all the levels, unlocked Dr. Eggman, unlocked Metal Sonic, unlocked Metal Knuckles, because I had the game at home, I knew what to do. There was only, I think, a couple Dreamcast kiosks, and of course there was lines to play them. But that was the first time I ever played Sonic Adventure. Eventually I got on one of those kiosks. The game blew my mind. It blew everyone that was there's mind. The latest system they had seen was, I believe, the PlayStation. That was the latest 3D graphics. And everybody was just blown away. The hype for the Dreamcast was real. Now, there was these guys walking around, the workers that worked in the area, and they were all wearing lab coats with Sonic on the back. And I was like, oh my god, I need one of these coats in my Sonic collection, because I had been collecting Sonic for 2 years at that point. And I actually got really lucky, because about 7 or 8 years ago, one of these popped up on eBay. The Sonic lab coat that was worn by the workers at the Innovations area. It's got Sonic embroidered on the back. It's got the Sega logo over here on the sleeve. And it's got the Innovations logo. If you guys can see that. On the inside of the collar here, it says Epcot XL 398. So I guess whoever wore it started working there in March of 1998. It's got the Epcot Lake Buena Vista, Florida tag. And I have no idea how this guy was able to get this out of Disney, because every Disney employee, to get their last paycheck, from what I understand, has to turn in all of their uniform in order to get their paycheck. So the guy that sold this to me obviously didn't get his last paycheck, because that's the only way he could have gotten it out. But it popped up on eBay for auction for $20, and I saw it, and I immediately messaged the seller and asked them if they would straight up sell it to me for $100. And they did. Very happy that day. Buttons on the sleeves. Those are the buttons on the coat itself. There was also a pin. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of Disney pins. There's tons of pin collectors out there. But one very hard to find pin actually says Dreamcast, Innovations, and then there's a dangler on it that says 2000. And I would really like to have the pin, but being that it's not Sonic themed and it's pretty rare, it usually goes for about 40 to 50 bucks. It's just more than I'm willing to pay for a pin that doesn't feature Sonic. So the rest of the day, as we're walking around on this field trip, I just kept wanting to go back to Innovations and thinking about all this cool stuff that was there. There was also a setup of some guy was on it. He looked like he was wearing the Oculus Rift, and he was holding 2 controllers in each hand, and he was on some kind of platform. I really want to try that too, but the line for that was insane. I would have been waiting there for hours. So while everybody else in my class was talking about how they wanted to go on a Body Wars or whatever roller coaster was around, I just wanted to go back to the Interventions area and play Sega. Obviously that didn't happen. Today that Interventions area is still there. However, it's almost a sad sight to see now. It's pretty much empty. There's like one little exhibit there. You can go on the busiest day of the park, you can go in that Interventions area, and there's a little exhibit with nobody at it except for one worker. It's some kind of drawing exhibit where you can like paint digitally or something like that. I don't even know. I don't even dare to look at it anymore. Just now it's sad to look at. But hopefully one day, Sega will do something with Disney again, just so all you guys can see it. Now in Epcot, there is a store called Mitsukoshi I've talked about before in the Japan Pavilion in the World Showcase that has quite a few Sonic items. Right now they have a lot of Tomy items, Sonic Boom. They still have some GE plushes. They used to have a ton of Jazzwares. But it actually surprises me because they usually have more than Toys R Us or any brick and mortar store around here has. And they also have a lot of other stuff like Hello Kitty, Pokemon, Nintendo, tons of stuff like that. I've been trying to make a video there. I actually put together a video, but you can't hear me when I'm in the store. It's so crowded and so loud in there. In Epcot, that's like one of the most popular places. Everybody, that's under 30 years old gravitates to that one store. I am moving there in May or June, so I'm gonna try to get there like right when it opens and get the video early when nobody's there, so hopefully that works out. Also, my fiance is starting a job at Disney in May, and my little plan is to have her somehow get into the warehouse where they keep all their old Disney park statues and stuff like that, and see if that Sonic statue is still there somewhere. I mean, how incredible would that be to actually find that statue today and get pictures of it? So, thank you guys for watching. The Shadow Figure Contest is still going. See the previous video for that. It still runs till Friday, so you guys have 2 more days. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. There's another Sonic Tales coming up next month about Sega World. I got a lot of stuff planned for that. Got a lot of merchandise to show you. Got some one really cool surprise for you guys. I cannot wait to show you, but it's coming next month. So I'll see you guys then. Cheers, everyone.